The Granger administration seems bent on ensuring that Guyana's rice industry is salvaged, despite the increasing challenges facing the ordinary rice farmer and, in some instances, the millers. The new administration is settling in. A new Guyana Rice Development Board has been named, but the fares remain the same. Co-chair of the Rice Action Committee, Dr. Torhin Dorga, is citing some sort of backdoor infiltration of that very unit, which in his view is very detrimental.
Part of the corruption is back. Mr. John Tracy was on the board when the corruption was going on. Mr. Peter de Groot was on the board when the corruption was going on. And they're back.
Dr. Dorga is contending that this new board does very little to reflect transparency, and that due procedure was not followed to properly establish a pious board. These sentiments were supported by Mr. Rahaman, who relayed that before the board was instituted, other rice-related groups should have been required to conduct internal elections. He cited a piece of legislation whose failed amendment is hindering a clean process.
Nobody should be put on the board of the GRDB unless the Rice Producers Association call a free and fair election. There has to be an amendment to the Act of the Guyana Rice Producers Association where an independent body is put in place to supervise the elections.
Both men noted that the Granger administration has its work cut out, but demanded that the board and its operations are straightened out, since they may find themselves swimming with the same corrupt kettle of fish. This is of great concern, since according to the farmers, it has also been rumored that the former chairman continues to be involved in the affairs of the board, even though he has tendered his resignation. Dorga and Rahaman are maintaining that their stance is in no way meant to challenge the decisions of the government, but to ensure the administration remains on the safe side.
And don't forget, I'm part of this coalition. I don't want my government to fail, so I have to come out and say that this cannot go on. Somebody got to stop this.
Minister Joseph Harmon had relayed to media operatives that the resignation of Mr. Jagnarine Singh was indeed accepted. For HGP Nightly News, Kingsley Bryan.